Yes. Combination of rationals and irrationals are called real numbers. Right? Real numbers we denote with capital R. Okay. The real numbers, all the numbers are included. Okay. Simply we can say combination of rationals and irrationals. Right? These two rationals and irrationals are separated from one another. Okay. Right? Yes. Any doubts regarding these real numbers? About natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, and anything you can ask. Mangadev, any doubts? Yes, no.
No, sir. No
No
doubts.
doubt. Okay, down your hand. Okay, right now. Next concept is representation of rational numbers on this number line. Representation of rational numbers on the number line. Already you learned this topic in the 8th class. Okay, so once I revise everything. See, Nana, suppose if you want to represent a natural number, a whole number, a integer on the number line, what you do? Suppose 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, so on, -1, -2, -3, so on. Suppose if you want to represent 2 on the number line, what you do? Simply just you take round like this, okay? Isn't it? You have done all these things in the previous classes. Okay, if you want to represent -3 on the number line, simply you take round like this. If you want to 0, yeah. So this is very simple. For natural numbers and whole numbers, integers, we take simply rounds like this by identifying the number. But coming to rational numbers, little bit tricky, because suppose if you want to represent 5 by 2 a number line, 5 by 2 number on the number line, and 6 by 7 a number if you want to represent, and -2 by 3 if you want to represent. Okay, these numbers we have to represent on different number lines. Why? See, yeah, if it is a number line 0, 1, 2, 3, so on, -1, -2, so on. This is a rational number line, Nana. So if you observe, take a note, the denominator in a rational number tells us to make that many number of equal parts in each interval or unit. The denominator in a rational numbers tells us to make that many number of equal parts in each interval. If you observe, now see, this 0 to 1 length is called 1 unit, and 1 to 2 is called 1 unit, 2 to 3 is called 1 unit, or is also called as interval. Okay, they are all equal intervals. They are all equal intervals. So the numbers are arranged in a equal intervals here. Okay, suppose if you wanted to represent this 5 by 2 on the number line, you have to take separate number line for that. Like, suppose 0, 1, 2, so on, -1, -2. 5 by 2 if you take, yeah, how many equal parts we have to made in that? 2, because denominator is 2, right? 2 equal parts in each unit. In each unit you have to make, see, it means, yeah, this is one part and one more, 2 parts. In an interval, we have made 2 parts, right? Here also 2. Do the same thing in every interval. Okay. See, 5 by 2 you have to represent, right? So this is 0 by 2. This is 1 by 2. This is 2 by 2. This is 3 by 2. This is 4 by 2. If it is 3, and this one is 5 by 2. This one is 6 by 2. This is your required answer. Got it? Yes, Nana. Any doubts? Yeah, we'll see one more example. See one more example, Nana. Just wait. Wait, Nana. Wait few minutes. Suppose if you want to represent 6 by 7 on the number line, what you do? Take a number line 0, 1, 2, so on, -1, -2, so on. Okay. Yes, Manga Devi, what's your doubt, Nana?
సార్ ఇప్పుడు ఎగ్జాంపుల్ లో నెగిటివ్ నెంబర్ లేకపోతే మనం నెంబర్ లైన్ లో నెగిటివ్ నెంబర్స్ తీసుకోవాలా సార్? అక్కర్లేదు.
Push now, no problem. Your wish. No problem. If the place is sufficient to you in the paper, you can take. Otherwise, you know, no need. Okay.
ఓకే సార్.
Whatever the required part you required, you can take that only. Okay, no problem. See, you observe here, how many equal parts we have to make? 7 equal parts, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 means become 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Done. Okay. Again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So in the every interval you have to make 7 equal parts. Okay, because of the denominator. You want to represent that, right? Yeah. So now this is 0 by 7, 1 by 7, 2 by 7, 3 by 7, 4 by 7, 5 by 7, 6 by 7, this is 7 by 7, 8 by 7, 9 by 7, 10 by 7, 11 by 7, 12 by 7. Okay. Now, where is your answer? 6 by 7, right? Yeah, here is your answer. Okay. Did you get that? 9th Shravan and 9 Vaishnav Reddy, 9th Venela, please write your names in front of your school names, Nana. Otherwise, you will not get the attendance. Remember. Please write your school name in front of your name. Okay. Is now any doubts? Yeah. This is the representation. Okay. Next, see. Suppose if you want to represent -5 by 4, same 0 and 1, 2, so on. Negative else is there, right? Take 0 here. 1, 2, so on. -1, -2, so on. See, how many equal parts we have to make? 4 equal parts in each interval, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 parts done. 1, 2, 3, 4 parts done. 1, 2, 3, 4 parts done. See now. Suppose this is 0 by 4 minus 1 by 4 minus 2 by 4 minus 3 by 4 minus 4 by 4 minus 5 by 4 minus 6 by 4 minus 7 by 4. Which is your answer? This is your answer, right? Yes? Any doubts? Yes, na? Any doubts? Yes, na? Suresh, Shivashankar, Ram Teja. Any doubts, Nana? Aditya Verma. Aditya Verma. I told you to write MRMS in front of your name, right? Huh? Why didn't you write? Okay. Start your videos, all of you. Start your videos, all of you. Yes, Nana. Any doubts? Yeah. This is about representation of rational numbers on the number line. Okay. Take the homework. Represent the following numbers on the number line. Okay. 5 by 7, 6 by 8, 3, 2 by 5, 4, 7 by 3, 5, 11 by 3, 6, 7 by, take this is a minus, this is also minus, 7 by 4. Okay. Take the screenshots. Take one more note. If the denominator of rational numbers are same, we can represent those numbers on same number line. Okay, right? Otherwise, we can take the different number lines. Nana. If the denominators are same, then only you can represent those numbers on the same number line. If the denominators are different, you need to take different number lines. Suppose if you take this, if you see here, 6 numbers I have given. Okay, this 4th and 5th one is only possibility to represent on the same number line. Remaining all are you have to take different number lines. Nana. Okay. Any doubts? Yes. Yes, no. Start your videos, all of you. Start your videos. Jyotish, Bindusri, Apurva. Harish, Harish, KHS, Rohit, Srinivas. Why didn't you start your videos, Nana? Huh? Start your videos. Industry and KHS still they turn off your videos. Okay. What we have seen, right? Yeah. See this example. First example on the basis of the representation of numbers only. So that try to solve that. We'll discuss do this ideas later. To get the example 2. What is the question? Are the following statements true? Give reasons for your answers with an example. Are the following statements true? Give reasons for your answers with an example. See, what is the first one? Every rational number is an integer. Every rational number is an integer. Is it true or false? False. Because give an example here. 7 by 8 is a rational number but not an integer, as I told you in the previous class, right? I told you all integers are rational numbers, but all rational numbers need not be integers, right? Yeah, this is the example here given. 7 by 8 is a rational number but not an integer. So like that we can give many examples now. Okay. Yes. First one is false. And second one. Every integer is a rational number. Is it true? Just now I told you, right? All integers are rational number. So every integer is a rational number. If you take any integer, the q value is fixed for 1, okay, and p value changes. You can give the examples many. Explanation given here. See the explanation here. Because any integer can be expressed in the form of p by q, where q not equal to 0. For example, -2 we can write -2 by 1 is equals to -4 by 2. Okay, it is a rational number, right? Any doubts? You can raise the hand if any doubts. Next question. 0 is a rational number. Is it true? Is it true? Yes, it is true. Because 0 is a rational number. What is the denominator? I mean q value. P is equals to 0. Then what about q? What about q? No. Q is equals to any integer except 0. Right? Isn't it? Yes. See here. Third one. This is the explanation for third question. Example 2. Okay. Next. Next topic is is there any doubts regarding this? No, right? Take one more concept. Mean method, or finding rational numbers between any two rational numbers. Any two rational numbers. You observe, see here, take a note. That is called dense property, Nana. We have infinitely many rational numbers between any two rational numbers. How many we have? How many we have? Between any two rational numbers, you have infinitely many numbers, Nana. Many rational numbers you have. Okay, we can find them also. Yeah, how do you find? By using one method, that is we can find by using mean method, and alternate methods also we have. Mean method. What is mean method? Suppose if A and B are two rational numbers. A and B are two rational numbers. Then A plus B by 2 is a rational number. It lies between A and B. That is A less than A plus B by 2 less than B. Okay. A less than A plus B by 2 less than B. So this A plus B by 2 is also a rational number, and it is lying between A and B. Okay. Shall see one example here. Yeah, how many numbers we have, but how many rational numbers we have between any two rational numbers? Infinite, right? Remember that. Suppose take one example here. A is equals to 2, B is equals to 3. Yes. So if I want to find between rational number between 2 and 3, A plus B by 2, which is equals to 2 plus 3 by 2. Yes. 5 by 2. 5 by 2 is a rational number which lies between 2 and 3. Suppose we can take, if you want to find some more numbers between this 2 and 3, I mean, sorry, 5 by 2 and 3, you can take this A is equals to 5 by 2 and B is equals to 3, you can take. Then you have to find the numbers between them. So A plus B by 2, take 5 by 2 plus 3 by 2, and 5 by 2 plus 3 by 1 by 2, take cross multiplication here. 5 into 1 plus 3 into 2 by 2 into 1 by 2 as this. I'm giving very clear steps, Nana. So 5 plus 6 by 2 by 2. That becomes 11 by 2 into 2. So 11 by 4 we got, right? So this 11 by 4 is a rational number which lies between this 5 by 2 and 3, Nana. 11 by 4 is a rational number lies between 5 by 2 and 3. It means 2 less than 5 by 2 less than 11 by 4 less than 3. Okay, this 11 by 4 lies between 5 by 2 and 3. Okay, we found that between 5 by 2 and 3, right? Yes, no? Any doubts? Yes, okay. Take the screenshots from first paper onwards. I will share the screen. We'll discuss remaining in the next class. The first page, today's class. Second page. Third page. Fourth page. Fifth page. Page. Seventh page. Eighth page. Ninth page. 10th one. Yes. Any doubts? Time is up. Yes, now. So I'm going to close the meeting. Have a nice day. We'll meet you tomorrow. Bye. I love you.